So this is to further elaborate on the video I made. I made a video about being unequally yoked, about for overview about being in relationships, being or having a spouse or having friendships that compromise your relationship with the Lord, that compromise your walk with the Lord. That isn't good. That isn't good. Because you have to understand that we as humans are highly impressionable. No matter if you don't think so, we are highly impressionable. Who you are right now today, right, is based off of the people and things you probably sensationalized when you were younger. We are highly impressionable. The people at the top of the world knows that. The people that owns the world. These rich people know that. Hence why they hit us with brands and commercials. They pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for a 30-second commercial. You think they're paying hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars for 30 seconds for a 30-second commercial for no reason, bro? They know how the human mind works. They know how impressionable human beings are. We are impressionable. I, for myself, my subjectivity, I believe that I have a strong mind. But I know for a fact that nothing is truly like you have to understand. We as humans are highly impressionable. We are. And God knows that. That's why He doesn't want us to compromise through certain relationships we have with people. And I'm not saying you have to be a Christian that's like, I am too holy. I cannot be among certain peoples. I cannot, you're not, you're treating people like they're lesser. You know, that's not the point. I'm not saying you have to mistreat people, treat people like they're lesser, act like you're too good and too holy for certain environments. No, that's not what I'm preaching. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have to be very careful with the people you hang around because they're either leading you to God or they're leading you away from God. And there's a good chance that somebody who, the person you had that's not close to God, is a good chance that you can lead them to God, which is okay. But you have to understand is that it's not good to be unequally yoked. There's a lot of people right now they got married to the wrong person. They got married to a person who does not want to go to church. I've heard stories about women who they're trying to get their man to church, whatever like that, and they get upset, and that's not who he is. He don't go to church, whatever like that. He'd rather sit back and watch the game and drink a beer. But she yearns for having a soulmate and a spouse who also go to church with her. You know, and so, it's very important not to be unequally yoked. I, for the longest, you know, uh, was chilling with a group of friends. They're not inherently bad, but I have friends that was atheists. They're not inherently bad, I could say, but they just, don't not doing Christian things, and I got to a point where I wanted to better my relationship with Christ. So I had to sever those relationships with those people because we were unequally yoked. They live in their life doing their thing, but I'm trying to get close to the God. And I compromised like subconsciously, like how can I say this? Unknowingly, I kind of like drifted away from God because I was doing the things they were doing, playing video games, going to the movie theater, staying up late, partying and stuff like that. That's not good. That's not good. And I slowly, you have to understand, sometimes it's a slow drift. By the time you realize it and you wipe your eyes, you're somewhere else. You're not even close to God no more. So it's very important to be with other believers, be with people who are on the same mission and the same walk as you, who are striving for the heart of God, striving to get closer to God, having a spouse who wants to draw nigh to God, just like He wants you to draw nigh to God. It's very important. It's very important.